Thank you for the heal, Master Pride.
You're more than welcome, my young Padawan. Oh God.
Oh God. And I walks over to Vane. Nice shot.
I like that. You're most welcome, young human. I was indeed aiming for the wolf. Really. Honestly.
I rolls his eyes as he hets his ball back over his shoulder to go see what's up with the others.
So this ruin here was just this little dugout area. It wasn't anything that led underground or anything?
That is correct, yeah.
Alright.
I give I a look to say, yes, you do understand I was jesting with you, sir. Jesting.
Alright, I awarded everybody your experience. Everybody got 90 experience apiece for that.
Awesome.
Can I actually recover any of my arrows, or are they actually gone?
I think Dave said they were one use.
Oh yes, that was it.
Arrows are one use, yeah. No problem. Yeah, but every time you use an arrow, it should put another bubble in there, right? Did you change it to 40 arrows?
I did change it to 40, and I've been marking them off as I use them, boss.
I think it does it automatically, doesn't it?
No, unfortunately not.
It does it? Okay, alright.
No, it doesn't. You have to hit the sync.
Oh, wow. I thought it did.
Dave, I had a question, if we've got time for it. This implement
I always have a question.
How do I attack with my implement, Dave? What is that all about? I'm sorry for being ignorant.
No, the implement means you just have it in your hand.
Okay,
like
it just adds to my normal attacks?
Exactly. Instead of having a shield in your hand, you have an implement in your hand.
Alright, it would add to either my sling or my dagger.
That's what I don't like about the Cleric in 4th edition, is the implement. You have an implement in your hand instead of a shield. So,
okay, yeah. Oh, that's cool with me, yeah.
Yep.
I'm not a melee-oriented character.
Oh, but you still have your weapon in your hand, though, I believe, right?
Yeah, I have my weapon I have my sling. I keep my sling out at all times. The dagger is only for drawing when something gets all up in my grill. I wouldn't be thinking about disengaging or whatever before that, though.
Yeah, so you guys are basically where this the point is. That's pretty much where you guys are at. And from where you were talking about Vane, the Ranger, you think you're probably just several hundred yards away from the entrance, because you can start to see that there are some more rock outcroppings, sort of in this little shallow gallow that's kind of going between two rolling hills. So you probably would track that. Well, you see his other markings, and you can see that it's going to a cave entrance now.
Absolutely.
And you guys want to take a 5-minute breather. So
yeah, we can.
When you guys take your 5-minute breather, that means that I will go ahead and tell the combat tracker that you guys had a short rest, and now everybody's encounter powers be back. None of your daily powers will be back. Just encounter powers. Now, if you have another combat, then that'll be another combat with a milestone, and then that means that you'll get your another action point. But you won't get your dailies back until you have a long rest.
All right. Action point is
I think I'm crashing.
Do we get like a healing surge?
Yeah.
You sure can. Now that you've had your short rest on your primary on the main page, you can use the little arrow there and heal yourself until you are out of wounds. Like Willie,
it's not mandatory. It's not mandatory.
No, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can. But you don't have to now.
Because I'm straight. I did get wounded by the big battle.
Yes, correct.
I think I will take wood. We lost wood from the battle and everything too.
Yep.
No, I'm going to use a couple of healing surges. That's what they're there for.
All right. Yeah, I've used one. All right. Nicely taking it off.
As far as the lore, what happens with the healing surge?
When you use a healing surge, it gives
I know what
you
mechanically it happens. I mean,
it gives you surge value.
No, I understand what happens mechanically.
She's talking.
You're just patching yourself up, I guess.
Like
a little bit of healing.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The beautiful wonders of 4th edition.
Well, I mean, think about it. How do you heal a bludgeon hit? It's kind of,
well, I
just
mean,
a little
like
rest,
a cleric
you feel
is
better.
using a magical spell, or you're using a potion. What I was wondering is, how does a healing surge work? I mean,
It's more of a
what's the
natural
process?
healing, I would think.
Yeah, it's like a surge from your deity. It's like
Okay.
it's like a love injection from your deity, I would guess.
Oh god, yes.
Maybe a little bit of salve or a little bit of bandage.
Damage is
Doesn't
very
hurt.
abstract. It's supposed to
Exactly.
be very abstract.
We're just so awesome that we automatically heal over time, like
Alright.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think-
like Wolverine or something.
there's no such thing as hit points in reality, anyways. Exactly, it's an abstract concept. Yeah.
Yep.
Resting.
Right, but my
Hey,
guts were hanging out. Now they're not. I just want to know how that happened.
Okay.
You stuffed
That's all
it
I
back
wanted.
in.
Right.
You know,
okay.
with the
A bit of
help of your
stitching.
deity, you cauterize the wound, and with all of the other cauterizations you have all around your body, where you just look like a rumpled scar walking down the road.
Right.
All adventurers would look like that after
And
5 years of adventuring.
would be scarred all over their bodies. Yeah.
Yeah, unless you have like a 35 dex.
I want
All
one
right.
of those.
So yeah, me too. You guys want to take a quick 10-minute break, real quick?
Exactly. What's the worst that could happen?
That's right.
I think we just saw the worst that could happen.
not nearly. I feel.
Oh, great.
Well, I don't think we can roll any more.
We're getting
ones. I think
ready to
we've
go
used
to
them
the
all.
damn cave now, right? So who knows what's inside of there? 100 goblins at least.
Yeah, I already spent one of my dailies.
Oh my god, world's smallest violin.
No, I haven't spent
Daily
any
was
of
that,
mine yet.
man? What daily did you spend that?
My weapon daily.
Oh yeah, that's right, okay. From your OP fucking please nerf rapier, right? Rapier.
Dapia.
Only
That's
I
right,
spent,
to
did,
rip you.
did it, sorry, did anybody else spend an action point, or was it just me?
I did
spent
too.
one.
The Seeker spent one as well, right?
I did, yes.
Yeah, I know.
So did I.
We spent quite a few resources, but it is what it is.
Well, as a hermit, I don't have to worry about it. This is a spa.
What's up, Daddy? Is that Daddy?
Hey, everybody.
Dave.
Evening, guys.
Dave's not here.
Hello. I found two more Ricolas. I got one, and I have one more. I can't. This should last me until the end of the game, hopefully.
He's like, score.
Yeah, I know. Man, these are so good. These are the good. The honeydew watermelon, whatever Ricolas are good.
He's just been down to the alleyway to score a couple more.
Yeah.
God.
How much can I get for $5? How many Ricolas can I get? All right, so you guys have had a nice break, little 5-minute breather. I see you guys healed yourself back up. Everybody looks like they're in pretty good shape. So that's a vein off to the north a little bit. There, so you can kind of see with your vision and stuff. You can see that there's looks like a cave, a couple 100 yards away, sort of between two rolling hills.
So, we're still south of the river, though, right?
You're north of the river.
After
Yeah,
clean-
south of the river. Yeah.
After cleaning
North
out
of the
those
road,
2
yeah.
goblins that were in hiding there, I figure that was the end of it, Dave. So well, it's like we've handled that pretty easily, fellows. All right.
Well, there were 4 goblins that escaped.
Come,
4
we
or
shall
5.
find the remainder and track them down, and then kill them.
Say what now? What wasn't this little hovel here the cave that your ranger friend pointed out?
Oh no, indeed not. The cave with the rest of the goblins is much further on.
Oh, good heavens!
Come, friend Vay. No, that's me. Come, friend Pride. Let us hunt down these goblins.
Right. You barely, gentlemen, lead the way then. I nudge your Seeker in the back. Yes. Get right ahead.
I'll go.
You're going to be alright there, sister.
I'm going to be fine, sister. I'll
Yeah,
stay
there's
right
a-
here with you.
There's that voice again.
Take it that the cave's quite dark.
Yeah, do we get to the cave, though?
You do.
Approach the cave
You
carefully.
get to the you get to the cave. Now, here's the interesting thing about this cave. As you guys get into the cave, I want everybody to give me a perception check.
Alright, I'm dropping that shit in the tower.
Tower.
Get into the tower.
The Tower of Power. We're just going to call it the Tower of Power. I love this. This is such a great feature. The Dice Tower is such a great feature.
It is awesome.
Nice. Seeker. God, the Seeker's, man, just got some hellacious bonuses, man.
Woohoo!
So, yeah, Seeker, you see a lot of, on this smooth stone, you kind of wipe the moss away. Very, very dry, very pungent smell. You can definitely smell the goblin in here. And once you're starting to work your way into the cave, now, how is everybody seeing? Who doesn't have dark vision?
I have low light.
I don't think anybody has dark
anyone
vision.
has dark vision.
Well,
the
who
Seeker
can't
does.
see in the dark? Yeah, I don't care about. I know Fourth does low light and dark vision. We're just gonna say who can't see in the dark.
I'm gonna light a torch.
Me.
All right, so you can light a torch, break a sun rod. I love those sun rods. Those
I
are great.
believe I was just going to use the sun rod. Yeah.
Could I make a suggestion, Mr. Longtooth? Why not follow along with those of us that can see, and break your light out when combat starts? If you walk along with the light, it will give us away.
There's some wisdom in that. I believe I could.
Or you
follow along
could
with
scout
that.
ahead and eliminate all of that altogether. Hint, hint for a group of new players. I guess you guys are new.
Yes, let's
Maybe
split the
Willie?
party. That's always a good idea.
Well, I'm not saying split the party. I'm just saying scout ahead.
Nonsense.
Keep the lights
The,
off in the distance.
The
Or
dwarf
you guys just wanna
is
say
perfectly
fucking God.
comfortable underground, and
Yellow.
I'll go on ahead a little bit.
Yellow.
Yeah, we got this.
Yeah, Seeker's got it. Seeker saying, "Daddy's gotcha."
Seeker, do you want some company? I can assist you in sneaking.
Well, the Seeker, to get back to your perception check, you kind of wipe off some of the moss, and you as a dwarf, you can see that there are symbols, all kinds of religious symbols everywhere, and it looks like multiple deities. Not just one deity, but multiple deities. So, if you want to, I don't know what you want to do, kind of maybe tell everybody about this or what. It's
Well,
up to you, whatever you're doing.
Sure. Do I recognize any of the deities?
Why don't you give me a check?
I'm assuming religion.
Yes, it would be religion. You can tell that there is a. You could definitely tell that there is something that has to do with Moradin inside of the scene. That you are a dwarf, Moradin is the god of creation, of craft, and the dwarves. You know that some of these symbols do represent Moradin, but that's the only one that you can see.
Okay. Yeah. I'll call over Pride.
Yes,
And,
yes.
Come. I found some religious runes. Do you recognize any of these?
I'm more familiar with my lady, but let me have a look at these
Kind of
things.
pricks
These
eyes,
heathen,
ears
these
at
heathen
that.
symbols here.
And again, I also mention a kind of wave over eye, and say there's runes here.
Oh,
Yeah, so as you're kind of looking around, Pride, you can see that there are quite a few deities. There are 4 deities that you definitely have heard of. Bahamut, the god of justice and nobility. You know him as the Platinum Dragon.
Yes.
Morden, god of creation and craft. You can also see that there is Arathis, the god of civilization and empire. And the last but not least is Pelor, the god of the sun and agriculture.
Oh God, praise the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, a veritable hodgepodge of heathen gods up here, friends. Nothing comparable to my lady, of
More
course.
than a heathen god, I love it. Oh my god.
But,
And Bahamut. Oh my god.
We've got the Platinum Dragon god up here, the Dwarven god, Civilization's god, and Praise the Sun, Pelor is up here as well.
I've heard of them all. What's it written in?
Yeah.
I can't see.
What sort of script is it?
It's sort of like just religious iconage and,
Yeah, okay,
runic,
yeah.
you know, religious runes and stuff like that.
Not really
Runes,
language,
you
but
say?
just yeah. You know something?
Yeah,
about
as in like
these
the
things,
runes that represent those particular deities.
Right. Their heraldry, so to speak.
Correct. So it looks like all 4 of these deities are represented in some form or another here within this. Kind of weird coming from goblins, because you smell nothing but goblins.
Is there any
in this
type
place.
of offering area nearby? Can anyone
No.
see?
And Dave,
Where you're at?
how nice are these carvings? Do they look? I mean, am I familiar enough with inscriptions such as these to see that the quality may not be up to goblin standards, or does it look crude?
They're not crude, but they were written a long time ago.
Right, yeah. This is old stuff. All right.
Yeah.
Go
thanks
ahead.
for
I'm
being
sorry.
Descriptive about that. And where you guys are at, there's a break in the tunnel, sort of like a V. It goes left and it goes right. And both of these tunnels, they both have the same stench of goblin and musty, crap and everything. And the one thing
I look at Vane and think he needs to take a bath.
Yeah, so can I get you guys to give me one more perception check?
Okay.
And I'm sorry about this.
And no problem at all.
Old dice tower. I love this dice tower, man. We're going to use the shit out of this dice tower.
Every skill goes in it.
One of you got a natural 20.
Ba-da-da-ba.
Fail.
Whoa. Well, Eagle Eyes there.
Wow, old Eagle Eyes. Now, when you guys were back at the big battle, you remember that all of these goblins were sort of like led by one individual that was on a black horse. You remember this individual on the black horse, on the very outskirts of the battle, to where you couldn't get to this person. And this person it looked to be a scholarly individual, actually, with robes and whatnot, sort of like draped over the horse and everything. And the horse is definitely black. And as the goblins started falling, this rider took off. And when the rider took off, that's when the last goblins retreated. Now as for Vey, you do see there are some horse hoof prints in the sort of like the mushy floor of the cavern where you're at. These horse imprints, these hoof prints, are going to the right. But like I said, there's a V here, and it goes left and right.
Oh. Hey guys,
Yes, my dear.
you remember that picture with the horse?
Yes, vaguely
That
in the heat of
figure in
battle,
the
yes.
distance, yes.
Yeah, look at that. Horse tracks.
Oh, where at? Oh, I'm stepping right on.
Yeah, you're kind of
Horse
mushing them
tracks.
in. You can't even tell that they're tracks anymore. Oh yeah, that's where they're at.
Do I look towards the ceiling, Dave? Does it seem like this place can accommodate a horse of that size?
Absolutely.
It
Yeah,
does.
it's
Okay.
probably about 9 to 10 foot to the
Alright.
top of the cavern. And this is all. This is towards the beginning of this cavern was all natural, but now that you're inside, this is actually it's dug.
This could be one of the captains of the Bandit Lord. We best be careful, friends.
I think our direction has been chosen for us. And I go ahead and start heading down that way.
The Barbarian Lord. Oh, so you're going down the path to the right where the horse?
The Bandit Lord.
That's
Dibs
correct.
on the horse.
Correct.
There are, like I said, there are two paths you guys can take, either west or east. That's up to you all.
I don't want the little fellow running off. He almost got killed by those little measly goblins a while ago. Let us go after him.
Now I am moving carefully, but
Okay.
yeah, I've taken off, Dave. The Seeker is very
Nice.
impulsive.
All right.
So he's gone ahead and he's trying to stealth and scout ahead down
Okay.
this path.
I like it. All right. So you are scouting down the path. All right. You start to hear, water dripping, and the creepy music starts to come on now.
Oh, God. Oh, there it is. Right on cue.
Here it is. And you can start to see down one of the longer shafts as you're, twisting your way, going down some natural earthen stairs, almost slipping a couple times because of the slime that is growing. And you catch yourself. Down one of these corridors, you can start to see that there's light, sort of coming around the corner.
I snuff my torch.
Another human, no doubt.
I shall prepare an arrow.
Doesn't sound like a human.
Well,
First instinct, not a human. Definitely not.
Can I make a nature check to see if I recognize what it is?
Isn't the Seeker the one that sees it, or do we all see it?
I thought we were all
Well, the
following
Seeker,
behind it.
I thought the Seeker's scouting ahead a little bit, right?
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm just a little ahead.
Scratch
You
that,
guys
yeah.
are behind, following it.
I thought I was holding your hand, but that's okay.
Oh my God. Holding his hand? Holy shit.
That's not his hand.
Nice.
You like short, stout man.
So you can go back, Seeker, and kind of you tell the party that what you kind of hear up ahead.
Oh yeah. What exactly do I hear, Dave?
Basically, it sounds like more goblin type of grunts and squeals. Now, I am going to tell you guys this. The first combat was sort of like a test run to get used to everything, even though you guys did get all the XP. I am going to reset everything for you guys with an extended rest.
Whoa,
So
whoa.
the first
Gonna clench
is just
my
all
buttocks
practice. Yeah, the first combat is always practice.
Dave's
in all
worried
my
about
games.
this next combat.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not worried about the next combat. I was
Okay.
planning on doing that anyway. So.
Okay.
I didn't realize I would beat you up that much.
We got past the tutorial. All right.
Yeah, you got past the tutorial, and the tutorial granted you a full rest at
All
the
right.
end.
Okay, that's great.
Love it.
So I'll come back to the group and tell them that there's a light up ahead, and I hear goblin voices.
Goblins.
And I don't know why goblins would need a light, so there's something else as well.
Yeah, and you could hear fire crackling, just sort of like probably coming from maybe a torch on a wall, or maybe a brazier sitting on the floor, or something like that.
They might be cooking something. Seeker.
You're in luck. There's light ahead.
Oh, joy.
I will now snuff my torch out. Seeker, stay close. I can't see a damn thing.
So I'll lead the blind here forward, and
grab your stubby little
let's get a. You got your hand right on my bald head.
Okay, yeah, I put it right on the hand mark on your head. Yes.
It's perfect height. You're good.
Oh, I
So-
love it.
So we'll go ahead and move in and see if we can't get some eyes on these guys.
Yes. Let's do be careful.
So, Seeker, who all is with Seeker? I want everybody to give me stealth checks, and that's right, in the Tower of Power,
That's
the
right.
Dice Tower of Power. If you're within 10 feet of the Seeker, I want a stealth check.
I'm right behind the Seeker.
Okay.
Hand on his head.
Don't you get? Isn't this suspenseful? You guys have no
I
clue
like
what
it,
the
I
hell
like
you're
it,
rolling.
yeah.
I love it. God, this is great.
That's the way it should be.
It's a question of I don't know how well we're doing.
Yeah,
Or how
exactly.
poorly.
So the seeker, you fall. Well, I'll say that over again. As you turn around and you're talking to everyone, some of this slime on the floor gets the best of you, and you fall. So give me. I want you to give me an acrobatics check. This is a very important roll in the Tower of Power. You totally are clutch on that seeker, man. You grab a hold of both a Vane that's with you and Pride, and you kind of grab him and say, "Oh shit,
Pride, don't push down on my head. You made me fall."
It was the slime, I swear.
Yeah, my palm's getting a little sweaty. I'm grabbing her head as hard as I can.
So, you move up, and there is a double door in front of you. And there's like a small barred window. Two barred windows. One in each door. And inside of this, you can see that there are several braziers on the wall directly across from you. It looks like the room's not only about 10-15 feet across. These two braziers are casting like a very faint red glow, and you can see, sort of like charcoal bits kind of flying out and spattering around. Now, you can also smell smoke also. And, you can see the smoke kind of rising up to the ceiling, and it looks like it's kind of making a sort of like a path. And then the smoke trails up like a ventilation shaft. So it's really cool as you're kind of looking in there. And then as you look to your right a little bit, you can see the Black Horse. And the Black Horse, it doesn't have there's no saddle on it. There's, no one around, no human anyway. And it's standing there just drinking out of a pool of water to the right side. Now, also, you look to your left and to your right again, you can see some doors. And just as you're kind of like looking around, two goblins, they're clutching short spears, and they're patrolling right in front of the door. And one of them smells.
Broth.
What do you smell?
And the other one says,
I smell stench. Oh, it smells horrible.
And then the other one says,
It's probably nothing. We've got to get to Malorith and report.
And these two goblins, they kind of stroll off around the corner.
What was that all about, Seeker?
Two goblins ahead.
What in the hell were they talking about, man?
I don't
Someone
know.
named Malorith.
Malorith. Is that who's driving that horse, you think?
I would think so. Vane, what can you tell us about this horse?
I don't know.
Anything special?
It's black. And it's thirsty. Can I make a nature roll to see if I can tell if it's a natural horse or something conjured from the nether realms?
Sure.
Perhaps a robotic.
Oh my.
Basically,
Whoa.
You just totally made me hack up half the shit out of my lungs on that.
Good. Get it out of your system, man.